Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn October 7, 2024. You are on others' radar today, and you can be in demand. While later today can feel a little strained, you prefer a deliberate pace in the first half of the day. As the day progresses, watch for rushing things. Turning to others for a sense of stability could be a lesson in frustration. If you notice that people are defensive, which is highly likely, it may be better to wait for a better day to tackle the important things. The tendency is to take what's communicated very personally, and you might choose to control what you say as a result, but don't do this to the point that you're not saying what you mean. Instead, use some discretion for now. Try not to give in to the pressure to make decisions or to take action before due time, particularly with values, money, or questions of ownership. The heavens are dancing to a whole new beat. This is because mighty Mars, the planet of passion, sex, drive, and energy, is now beginning a pre-shadow phase as he approaches an upcoming retrograde. He will be primarily spinning back and forth within your solar house of friendships, communities, and online dating. On the one hand, you could start to notice some friction in your personal life, especially around your social circle, or that situations on dating apps are becoming misleading. Pay attention to what starts to pop up now and in the weeks ahead. Are you doing what you should be doing? You might start to struggle with following your dreams when the pre-shadow period for Mars retrograde begins. The following weeks will cause you to reevaluate your progress. Have you made the connections you wanted to make? Is your social media growing? Are you following your dreams? These questions will cause you to reflect and even compare yourself to colleagues. When this begins to happen, take a step back and breathe. Do not get angry. Use your energy as fuel to make leaps and bounds just like your colleagues have done. All of this sheltering in place may have finally triggered or reinvigorated your latent nesting instinct. It's important to heed this feeling and to do everything you can to make your home a comfortable and nurturing environment. Hopefully, you already have all the wonderful things you need to make a healthy dinner at home. Make it a night for you and your body, soothing, nurturing, and restful. Magnif. IED emotions are in store for you. Today's vibrations are forecasting a favorable hand to make things go the way you want concerning your projects or perhaps realizing an affair. You will have control of your professional universe and know how to get influential people on your side to help you get to your goal. In sum, you will be on cloud 9 today, so take advantage of it. Venus spends only 25 days in your communication sector, focusing on enhancing the voice of your heart and relationships. This mission gains significance due to the moon's timely return, which aids in expressing emotional responses just as Venus forms a favorable connection with Saturn in your relationship area. Beginning the week with the moon in Virgo caused some initial friction with planets in your relationship sector, but as it moves on, you have a valuable opportunity to address and communicate any issues that may have surfaced during this time. At the same time that Pluto moves into his final 7 days in retrograde motion in your romantic sector in our lifetime, the moon not only joins Venus, the planet of love, in your communication sector, but just as she has joined forces with Saturn in your relationship IP sector. This is ushering in a special weekend across the romantic, communication, and relationship fronts. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of overthinking, going over every detail, analyzing every possible angle, only to have the solution suddenly appear when you least expect it? That's the energy surrounding Today Euro, a moment where clarity may arrive when you finally let go of the need to find it. Often, the best ideas or the answers we've been seeking come to us when we stop trying to force them. It's like those times when you're trying to recall something and, as soon as you stop straining, the answer effortlessly comes to mind. Think back to a time in your life when everything just clicked to Euro, when, after what felt like endless deliberation, the path forward became crystal clear. How did that moment of clarity feel for you? Was it a wave of relief, a burst of excitement, or perhaps even a sense of surprise? These moments can feel magical, like the universe has finally revealed its plan. If you've had an experience like this, share your story. There may be someone out there right now who feels stuck and needs the reassurance that clarity will come in its own time. Your journey might offer them the hope or inspiration they need to keep moving forward. Let's talk about the challenges that might come your way today. You could encounter a few twists and turns that require flexibility and patience. But rather than seeing these as roadblocks, try to view them as part of the natural flow of life. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and each detour is a chance to discover something new. Have you ever embarked on a journey with a plan in mind, only to find that you needed to change course midway through? And maybe that change, though unexpected, ended up being the best thing that could have happened? Success is rarely a straight line. Life often takes us on a winding path filled with unexpected turns, but those turns can be rich with valuable lessons. If you've ever experienced a setback that turned out to be a blessing in disguise, share your experience with us. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to help them see that even when things don't go as planned, it doesn't mean they're not on the right track. Sometimes the path that feels the most uncertain leads to the most rewarding destination. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get so caught up in the rush of getting things done that we forget to enjoy the process. Have you ever been so focused on ticking off items on your to-do list that you lost sight of the bigger picture, the joy, the moments of connection, or the sense of accomplishment along the way? Today's energy is a reminder to slow down and savor each step of the journey. Life isn't just about reaching your goals, it's about finding meaning, joy, and satisfaction in the process of getting there. Take a deep breath, give yourself permission to slow down, and remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. It's okay to take your time. By allowing yourself to move through life more mindfully, you'll not only accomplish more, but you'll also experience more joy along the way. And then there are those days when, on the surface, everything seems fine, but underneath, something just feels a little off. Have you ever felt like that? You're not alone. We all experience these moments when our emotions don't quite align with the world around us. Today's planetary energy might be stirring up exactly that kind of feeling, a sense of emotional disconnection or confusion. It can be unsettling when you can't quite put your finger on why you feel the way you do, but here's the good news: it's okay to feel like this. You don't need to fix it or overanalyze every emotion. Sometimes, the best way to navigate these emotional ups and downs is to simply acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Allow yourself to experience those emotions without the pressure to change them. Have you ever noticed that when you stop resisting a bad mood and just let yourself feel, it tends to pass more quickly? Tension, frustration, or confusion can be fleeting if you don't fight against them. Be gentle with yourself today. These emotions are temporary, and on the other side of them, there's brighter, more uplifting energy waiting to fill your spirit.